the city applying for the title is supposed to define how the citizens understand something that they call the European dimension. Because this is not about the world, but it is specifically a challenge to contribute to the European understanding of herself, what Europe is all about. And the ideas which have been formulated in this context are related to the intense dynamics, historical dynamics of this region and of this city. You have already probably acquainted yourself with the history of the city to some extent, but you will know that the city has been established as a Czech city, or by the Czechs, then it has become a Prussian city, sorry, Austrian, or it belonged to the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, then it has become Prussian, then it has become German, then it has become Polish, and each of these stages in the history of this city has been very painful and involved all sorts of disasters also. And the city has been a home for all sorts of ethnic minorities throughout all its history. So having in view this very intense dynamics, we have came up with the concept of metamorphosis of cultures, because it hasn't been a place of one culture, but it has been a meeting place of many cultures, and these cultures, by meeting themselves right here in this place, have been inspiring each other to transform and to adapt to each other to some extent. Of course, some of these cultures could not adapt to each other, and we are today having one of the sad anniversaries in the city. Bente will talk probably more about that, but there was one minority which has not been accepted very much, and eventually has been exterminated, and now is almost non-existent. I'm talking about Jews. Then another aspect of this intellectual process referred to formal ways of European self-definition of what Europe is all about. As you probably read some kind of this literature in this respect, you will find that very often intellectuals refer to the triad of three concepts that were formulated by Greek philosopher Plato. The triad was truth, beauty, and goodness. Then, but that's one of the ways of defining the European culture. Then you'll find the way of defining Europeanness through reference to Greek philosophy, Roman law, and Christian religion. And it doesn't take much reflection to realize how unhappy this definition is, because it excludes, for example, Jews from this, as if they were not a part of European history, and they were from its very start. It doesn't refer to Muslims, who also have been a part of the history of Europe, very much so, even a part of the Polish history, and so on and so on. So these triad, referring to these three great cultural formations, is exclusive, and Europe is not about exclusion. It is very much about inclusion. That's at least the thinking that we have formulated.